grocery shopping. I'm so glad to have the mask off. Can I lift this up?
No.
Can't see
Unless you
your
give me,
face.
you can't see my face. You want me to see the road? You want to see my face?
Okay, no, I
You
want
want to
to
see
see.
heaven.
Okay, so we were discussing.
I don't know if we'll do good in the food business.
So I was like,
our
are you
family.
suggesting that we invest into the food business? And yeah, you think that we should go into the food business? I mean,
I think we'll do good in it, but I don't know about you. I know I can recall an instance when somebody wanted a hot dog stand, and I was like, hey, I'm not sure if you were someone that can, man a hot dog stand. You used to be in the air conditioning and all that. And
are you saying that I'm too polished to be outside selling hot dogs?
no. What I'm saying is, I know that you weren't ready to do that. So,
What you mean I wasn't ready to do it? I don't understand.
come on, for 20 years you work in air conditioning and sales. For 20 years, and all of a sudden you can just go outside and sell hot dogs from morning to night. So I was telling you, I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know.
So no, you were making spot of me.
I wasn't making
Oh,
sport.
what's that whole? Oh, yeah, we're in the car. It's crazy here in the Bahamas. The whole thing to fix these roads. But anyhow, yeah. What did you say? You said I went and I said
We were so I told you I don't think it was a good idea. So every time you got an audience among any one of our friends or anybody, you would go tell them that I was opposing the idea and I shame. One instance we ended up meeting with our pastor, Apostle Wells and Minister Wells, and I can recall you. Yeah, Pastor, he shame, he wanna see the hot dog stand, hook up the stand, oh, he want his people to the bank, no, his wife is make hot dog. He was basically in your way trying
oh my
to
goodness.
report me to say that
You are
I
so wrong.
had too much pride to see you cooking hot dog when I do most of the cooking home. So I know what meal preparation takes. And I know that having a hot dog stand means
You're hilarious. What did I say? Tell me what I say again.
and Pastor, he don't want me have no hot dog stand. He don't want his people in the bank see me with no hot dog stand on the back of his dog.
You so stupid. I was like, well, all fairness, I did say that.
You did.
I did say that. I think that
when people say,
I think that
people know his wife's selling a hot dog. And that couldn't be further from reality. I know that my wife doesn't like food. She doesn't like to cook. And having a hot dog stand.
Don't make it sound like that. Like your wife
Do you
doesn't
enjoy
like
cooking?
No, but I mean, you
Okay,
make it
so
sound as
that's a
if I
fact.
don't cook. Come on, clear it up.
Hold on. I did not say you don't cook. I said you don't like to cook. It's a difference. People can cook, but there are people who don't like to do it. So there's a difference between someone who enjoys cooking and someone who do it because it's a duty.
So you're saying that I do it because it's a duty?
That's it. You don't do it because do you enjoy doing it?
No.
Okay. So if you don't enjoy cooking, imagine preparing and prepping.
But it's just
food.
hot dog. I mean, it isn't.
Pardon me?
I thought it was just hot dog.
So what all you had to do? You can recall
Jesus.
what all you had to do? How long it took you to do that? When you get home at the hot dog stand, you had to bleach that down and hose that down and clean it, which you didn't have to do because your husband used to help you. Then you had to cut up all the onions and stuff or whatever and put them in But first, the containers that you brought home had to be washed and clean. All the utensils, everything had to be cleaned and sanitized.
Yeah, oh my God.
Then you had to prepare for the next day. So it was more expensive to buy cheese that was already grated. So you used to just buy the big block of cheese and then you would grate the cheese. Then you would have someone grate the cheese for you.
So I never grate the cheese?
You probably did it once, but after that you would have someone do it for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. You're right. No, so he has a point. So yeah, I didn't come
So you remember when
because
someone once used to have to grate the cheese and cut up all the stuff?
I never cut up stuff.
You probably did it a couple of times, but who used to do it most of the time?
Okay, so he has a great point.
I mean the same person used to come from work to cut up stuff for you, for his wife. Okay, but I'm just saying, the same person who was shame, the person who was shame, to see their wife with the hot dog stand on the back of the Tahoe.
It's so stupid.
Ooh.
You were just so funny. Okay, you were catching a joke on me. Okay, but no. He has a point. I did not come to course, and I didn't expect all that work. I thought but that's not okay. But how did I do? Let's. Yes, I did tell our pastor and his wife. That
So I wasn't lying.
I really thought that you.
But I wasn't lying. And when I said,
I just really thought that you
yes,
had a problem.
like Baby James say, yes or no?
No, you wasn't lying.
Okay.
But wow, yeah, I didn't count the cost. So guys, I didn't count the cost, and it's okay. It's okay to be wrong, ladies. It's okay to be wrong.
And it's very important when you intending to start a business to count the costs, because you did very well. You did the business was doing well once you were there, which I didn't think was going to be a problem. I thought about the long term and the consistency of having to be in the sun and having to have a hot dog stand whenever it rains, whenever you need to use the restroom. But thank God when you first started out, you were in front of your sister's business, so you can use the restroom there.
Yeah.
But you weren't someone that's used to being outside or working outside or doing that kind of work or prepping. You don't like cooking. You don't like food. So even though you made out.
So why didn't you convince me?
Listen.
Why didn't you convince me? Why didn't you take the time? And I mean, just
Listen, hold on, wait.
Why didn't you take the time?
No, that's unfair to say. I took the time and I explained these things to you.
No,
But because at the time you were more concerned, it's going to fall.
No.
You were more concerned, or you were more caught on the idea of having the business. You looked at
the business, yeah.
Having the business for yourself, which was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the business would be profitable, which it was.
Mm-hmm.
But then those things will only pay off for you in the long run if you can be consistent with the business. And the thing that you didn't do was count the cost of consistency. And then because the hot dog stand is not a business where, you know, it's so difficult to find the right person to man the stand in order to bring you the level of profitability that, you know, you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That was the challenge, and that's still a challenge to find someone. See, you brought your personality to it. Your hot dog sold because you're nice looking, you're clean, and you're a good talker, people's person. So people were not only drawn to the hot dogs, they were drawn to your personality, because at first your hot dogs was just a hot dog. Then after doing it, then you realize that there were certain things that you needed to do to make the hot dog more flavorful. So they came at first because it was a pretty lady selling a hot dog. And then when you got into it, you realized that, hey, if I do these things, this thing is actually tasty and I can make money off this. And
yeah, and then I started to like it.
And then you started to like it. But then...
And the rest is history.
But then the reality of the business comes into play where, okay, this is something that I have to do every day. The prep for this is something that you got to do every day, every night. Yeah. And I have young kids. I have a husband. We live far from where my hot dog stand is set up. I cannot leave the hot dog stand where it is. So every day we have to put it on the back of the Jeep. We only had one vehicle, so you had to pick me up from work. Sorry, you had to pick the kids up from school
with the hot dog stand.
With the hot dog stand on the back. So the kids used to say, when you were pulling up close to the yard, they used to go to Bahamas Academy on Woodford, they used to say, when they see people see the tower, they say, what hot dog? Just spin the one hot dog, please. They used to be getting teased.
Yeah, that was rough for the children.
And then you had to pick them up first, and then pick me up.
And then I didn't know how to reverse.
Right.
With the hot dog stand on it.
So and then we had to trek home, which is like almost 15 miles away from where you have to start. So, and then when we go home, because our yard was open, we had to make sure when they clean it down, you had to secure it, tie it.
So that was an investment.
Yeah.
That was, we got a deal on it. We got it for $2,000.
$1,500.
$1,500.
A little under $2,000. But you had to make sure secured in the backyard. So, you know, the process of the constant doing those things and having a big family is where the issue came in.
Yeah. So give us a minute. What are you getting?
They have a special for the day?
Hi. Sorry guys, we're sneaking to get some McDonald's. We just came from the food store, and wow, your battery is going. Where's your battery is going? Mm-hmm. And You didn't eat anything. Hi, what's the special?
Mexican.
They don't taste to be small.
I don't like that.
I
I got a quarter pounder. Can I have a quarter pounder meal with no onions?
Everything.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. What you mean?
No
sweet tea.
Can I get a gombe then?
A gombe then.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Big Mac with no pickles and onions.
You think you know? Can I get a Big Mac with no pickles and no onions, please?
Everything.
Gombe.
Order come to that?
Yeah.
$14.
What? Okay, thank you. Let them make sure the fries are fresh, okay? Okay, hon?
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, no, my question to you is, you're explaining now, saying what...
I broke this down to you on several occasions. You keep saying why I didn't tell you this. I told you. You were too busy fixated on your idea, and because, you know, normally saying, you knocking my idea, you knocking down my idea. But it wasn't about knocking down the idea. It's understanding the cost of the idea, and is it something that we could continue long term, even though it may be generating some good money right now. Is the money?
I think if I stayed at that location, I'm sorry.
Is the money that we generating? Is it balancing out for the effort that you have to put into it? So the cost of operating.
We didn't get anything for the kids.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I didn't. I just.
Thank you.
Good day. $14.
All that?
Did say okay, let me give it a try, and so once we became one on accord. Thank you. Once I think
after you were not listening to me,
bought it for me.
After you not listening to me, I said, you know what? Let her experience what I'm trying to say, so that she can see what I'm saying and not think that I'm not trying to support what she wants to do. Because sometimes your spouse can think that you don't want to support them. So I said, you know what? This is something that she wants to do. Even though I'm counting the cost, let me see how it goes for her. It may go differently.
So I had to give you an opinion. What's your opinion? Okay, before I say you tell me your opinion. So you're saying it's okay sometimes if the persons who are watching us, that it's okay if they don't agree on certain things, it's okay to allow them to still get it?
Listen.
Even though it may cost a pretty penny? Because that was a cheap hot dog stand.
Yeah, but we got our money back from it. What I'm saying is, it wasn't that it wasn't going to be profitable. It was. But it's not just immediate profit. That's not what we were looking for. We were looking for something that was going to be a consistent benefit to us, which that could not be, because the effort that needed to be put in place was far too great for where we were. We had twins with major medical issues. We're still back and forth to the hospital and whatnot, and having to deal with a hot dog stand and
I didn't think about all of that.
Job and kids in school with tons of projects and homework.
Hi, can I have a tray, please? Thank you. Just in the meantime, because water is here.
I want to drink my drink.
Yeah, you can drink your drink. I need to put it down here because the tray, and I can't reach it about that. Okay, so like I said, it's very important to communicate effectively and be on one accord. And I
need today. My wife can see me.
You do what you want today. I ain't doing it.
I'm saving my soup so I can share with you.
Oh, soup.
But that can't pull the two of us.
Yeah, so this can help us start as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And my love, make sure the fries are fresh, please. Thank you. All right, good stuff.
I can taste my drink then?
Yeah. So the thing about it is that, okay, guys, so like you see, we didn't eat.
The question was,
what's the question?
We weren't on,
are you telling the guys it's okay to give in?
Why are you cutting me off?
I'm sorry. We're just excited, wanted to hear the answer to the question.
But a conversation is two people talking, not just one person talking.
Okay, go ahead, talk. Ow. Why is this like it's so tight?
What I'm saying is, nobody agrees. No two people would agree all the time. It's impossible. You don't always agree with yourself with some decisions that you do. So sometimes you got to look at the costs, and you got to look at where you are and say, okay, if she does this, are we going to lose a ton of money, or are we going to gain some money, and she's going to gain experience from this? So it was about getting you to understand, because you've never experienced something like that.
No.
It was good for you to have that experience. So in a way, I'm glad I gave you the opportunity to do it because you were able to get the experience of doing something like that. So now if there's something like that that comes up again, you will never do that again.
That's what you want to do. All I can say that.
I was trying to say it smoother than nicely.
think that,
I didn't smooth it nicely.
Well, to be honest
Look
with
your
you,
lips, baby.
to be honest with you, would I do it again? I'll count the cost.
No, I need no answer.
Would
It's
I
either
do?
yes or no. What baby James say? Yes or no?
Thank you so much. Yeah, don't pull off yet. Oh my god, this fries smell so good. Hold on, let me make sure. Hold on. Hi, no. Hi, hold on. Oh my god, my drink. Hold on, honey. Hold on.
What you don't know?
I don't have ketchup.
There's none in there?
No. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dad. Thank you.
Can I have my fry, please?
So as you can see, like my husband said, you don't ever always agree. Don't mind those persons out there.
I can agree with you that I'm
I'm
hungry.
getting the food.
How long
You mind
did
those
you get the
persons out
fries?
there.
Don't take none of my
Bless
fries.
this food in Jesus' name.
God bless us. Bless us. Allow us to do our body first.
Amen. So, yeah, guys. So that was our experience and our business idea. My husband did not agree on.
One of them.
Was it any other business idea that you didn't agree on? And you did it? No.
No.
You normally just shoot it down or just die.
That's not true.
If it doesn't make sense, you shoot it down, right?
I would shoot it down. I would present to you why it don't make sense and you know why we shouldn't do it and when is a good time to do it, which was not then.
Yeah.
So
Right.
sometimes it's not that it's not a good idea. You have to look at where you are in life. You have to look at your circumstance and determine if I do this, do I actually have the time to invest in this? A business is a baby. It's a brand new venture, and it's a child. If anyone that's a parent that has a child understands that a child requires a lot of attention, right? So in those early years of childhood, you gotta do everything for that child. You gotta feed that child, you gotta teach that child the way. Same thing with a business. You have to do everything for that business. You gotta pour every single thing into that business. There's no return on that. Really, most businesses don't see a real profit for the first 5 years. It's just pumping money into building the business. So you got to consider that, hey, if this is the time for me to launch into that business, if I launch into it, I may have the capital to start the business, but if I do it, would I be in a position to sustain it with my effort? Because now, remember, if it's your business, the door's got to be open practically every day. Depends on the type of business that you have, but you got to be working around the clock. You're able to do that. And if you don't do that, will the business survive? It won't, because you have to be there. Unless it depends on the type of business. Most businesses you have to be there to build it. So you got to count the cost. You got to look at where you are in life. Ain't about you having the money. It may sound like a good idea, but it may be a good idea for next year. When your kids get older, when your kids don't have so much homework, where you don't have so much responsibilities on your job. So counting the cost doesn't mean, okay, can I afford to start this business now? It means, can I afford to invest the money and the time to make sure that I a return on my investment?
Where you going?
We're gonna eat. Where you wanna eat?
Okay, where you going? Okay.
Beach? Beach open now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess also as time go by, you mature in relationships, and you look at things differently. But to answer the question, guys, will I do that again? No. No.
Why not?
It was an experience, very good experience, but I won't do it again. Why? That's a lot of work. So I know that you said that you.
Not that you're not someone that's not a hard worker. And there were some of the things that you were trying to say, Henry, you don't think I'm a hard worker and what's not, but it wasn't about that.
Yeah, you know I work hard.
Yeah.
The police is coming. Do I need to fucking get bought? I know it. Right here. No. People say, what's down the road?
Beach?
Put it right here.
Still the road.
The sign is on top. The police sleeping. He's sleeping also.
He can drive it.
The car is. She's silly. That's fine. The sign is actually on in the road.
Probably was.
Yeah, so guys, yeah. So it's important to be able to, know where you're at and be on one accord. And I'm just glad that you still allowed me to venture out. I appreciate that so much.
I had to because you keep pushing me, not understanding that I was trying to make sure that it was in everybody's best interest. So you keep pushing like I was opposing you, or I didn't want you to do it. But
Well, that's how I felt. That means you could have done a better job.
no, that means
So it's very
sometimes.
important
No,
sometimes.
that means sometimes when people get stuff in their head, they just want to do what they want to do.
But you should have tried harder to explain to me.
No. If I went,
You should
I've
have
been.
known. You tell the people to know, don't try hard with their wife.
Listen, I tried as hard as I could. Everybody that we came in contact with, all of our
No,
friends,
that's not true. Not everyone.
all of our friends, everybody that whose opinion or value it, you went to them and said, "Oh, he don't want me to do this because he's ashamed." So I said, "You know what? Okay. If you say I can, what's your hot dog down?" Not that nothing is wrong with hot dogs down, but it's not something that I thought that you could sustain.
So, did I call it out? Did I drop out?
No.
But did I surprise you? Did I
No.
make you proud?
No.
What you mean no?
Come in?
I asked
Oh, I'm so used to saying no. I just end up saying just no.
you think this guy is serious? Tell me really.
I know you could do it.
I mean, how do you feel about the whole and finished product?
I wasn't surprised. I expected it to go the way it went.
Mm-hmm. You remember the name of it?
No?
It's a hot double name.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I had to have a business license and all that.
Oh wow.
Health inspection certificate and all that.
Yeah. The guys that didn't kind of cost, listen to your husband. For those who husband have sense. Now for those who husband don't really have much sense and you know that you cannot rely on him for certain things, then you pray about it. Right?
Definitely. And then go to somebody who you respect, their counsel.
Mm-hmm.
And when you ask them questions, do me a favor. Don't seek counsel and not put it into practice.
Yeah. That's another topic altogether for another day. A lot of persons.
You ask someone who you respect, who you know has done business or done something successful in one area, and when they tell you, okay, I want no COVID on myself.
I'm not COVID, that devil is a liar.
Oh, good God.
And they still don't put it into practice. They just do their own thing. So it's very important. But until next time, this is Sharice and his mother's full, James. And we're from The Real Deal and Mask, where we're here to, help you through this journey called marriage, and to give you our views on certain things and how we made it through.